Baltimore City police are regrouping after a violent weekend in the city. There were 6 homicides in just 3 days, prompting the city's top cop to call in extra officers to evaluate their efforts to stop this violence. ABC 2 News' Josie Sturman is here with more on their plan of attack.
Well, Rosie, after 6 relatively quiet weekends in the city, things took a turn in the last few days as the city racked up half a dozen murders and 3 other close calls. And that meant FaceTime with Police Commissioner Fred Bielfeldt for the leaders of all 9 districts, homicide patrol, and other divisions. Bielfeldt met with commanders at noon today to talk about patrols and how officers are being deployed after that violent weekend left 6 people dead, including a 78-year-old man who was found stabbed in his home. Police spokesman Anthony Guglielmi says cops will step up patrols in the areas that had violence this weekend, which he says have not been problem spots in the past. He says the police commissioner wants his commanders to start using GPS technology to zero in on certain hot spots. Guglielmi also says the focus for the city is still on one thing: bad guys with guns, because 5 of this weekend's killings involved guns. Still, despite the total, police are keeping things in perspective, saying weekend violence is down 16% compared to this time last year. Guglielmi credits stepped up patrols to relatively peaceful weekends over the past month and a half.
It's kind of like setting course on a sail, right? Every so often you're going to run into a squall and you're going to have to readjust the ship accordingly, and that's what we're doing here today.
Guglielmi says police are still looking for help with the murder of that 78-year-old and asking anyone with information to give them a call. As for those bad guys with guns, he says the city will soon have new money to get creative with that cause. They're planning a major announcement for Wednesday. Josie Sturman, ABC 2 News.